Young buck. Young four-pointer looks like. Out crossing the fields. Right at first light. Shoulder period's been in about 5 minutes, a minor shoulder period. We possibly could have a good deer movement this morning. He looks like he's looking at something. Let me look at him through the spotting scope and see what's going on with him up there. Oh, he's running. Before I could get on him with the spotting scope, he ran off on him. If he went chasing something or afraid of something. Now that is the second buck that's come out. The first one is at least a 4-point, maybe 6. This one, that's the doe there. Where'd the buck go? Where did the buck go? Huh. Well, that's a doe. I don't know where the buck went. So the buck took off wherever got the camera set up. We got a minor solar period coinciding with daybreak. The minor solar period started right at light when you can see the shoot. Already it's been quite active. 2 small bucks chasing does up here. A big flock of turkeys over on the ridge over here. A lot of wildlife stirring. A lot of wildlife stirring this morning. Here's some of the turkeys. They're on the south ridge and deer on the north ridge. My bellies are growling. And I got the heater going this morning. It's a wintry morning. You know, according to the solar table, today should be the best day of our deer season of this month, the month of November. Today should be the best day for deer movement. And so far, during this minor period this morning, there's been quite a bit of deer activity, quite a bit. At the very first crack of daylight there was 2 bucks out here in the field. It was busy. And past 15, 20 minutes. All I've seen is one lone doe up there in the high corner of the field. That's all I've seen past 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. Oh, well. Sort of slowed down, I guess you could say. There's I believe that's another deer. Edge of the woods up there, just past that doe. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Good buck, good buck, good buck. I gotta get set up. I gotta get set up. Where did he go? He was standing right there. He was right there, wide open. There's an old logging road that comes down and empties into the upper end of that field there. It's a logging road, and that road is right there where it comes into the field. It's clear. There's no brush, nothing in it. He was standing there looking right at me, or straight down the hill at that doe, facing me, standing right in the middle of that road bed. When I opened the window and rolled the shooting bench over here to the window, he's gone. Golly, where on earth did he get to anyway? I mean, he's right there. He's right there in front of you, then he's gone. Maybe he'll come out one of these other fields. Bad you let a buck like that get away from him. He's standing there in the wide open. You take the few seconds it takes to open this window, roll this bench up here, and get ready for the shot. Then you look up, he's gone. He's gone. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, he just appeared all of a sudden and he disappeared just as quick. I don't know, maybe he'll come out one of these other fields or something. You come down, was looking at that doe, and then, I don't know, he's gone. Good Lord, he's back. He's back. He's back. He's back. "300 yards, standing broadside right in that road bed. Daggone it. Good grief. He's standing there. He was standing there, broadside. Nothing between us but a barbed wire fence. 300 yards, 290, 300 yards. Goodness gracious. I had a solid rest, finger on the trigger, starting to press the trigger, and he just walks into the woods. Lord have mercy. Not only is it that these bucks that live to be mature, get to any age on them, not only are they smart, they're lucky. They're just plain lucky. I had the crosshairs nailed on his side and wide open. Perfect shot. Perfect shot. Yeah, it's a long shot. It's cold out here this morning. My head's cold. The crosshairs nailed right on him. It's a long shot, but just the bullet's gonna be just yay low at that distance. A high shoulder shot. Hold the crosshairs high on the shoulder, he's gonna drop right in his tracks. Just as I start to press the trigger, he walks off. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. A good buck like that, and you let him get by twice. Twice I've let him get by me. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I thought I saw movement up there in the woods. Oh yeah. He didn't leave. He's still there. I believe it. Well, I think that's him anyway. I don't see it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's him. He's coming down. He's coming down that fence line in that thick brush. Coming down the fence line. And then through that thick stuff, then he'll come. He comes right out. He comes right out to the fence and turns around and goes back in the woods. He comes down a little further, comes back over to the fence, looks at the doe, turns around, goes back into the woods. That buck wants to get to that doe. I don't believe that buck's ever been to this farm before. Looks like the fence has got him buffaloed. There he is. He comes right. He's coming right down the fence line. Back in the woods, about 5, 6, 10 yards, something like that. Then he'll come right up, nose against the fence. And see him poke his nose out of the brush into the fence, and then turns around and goes back. He's coming down the fence. He's coming on down. He's coming on down. That fence has got him buffaloed. He don't know what to do about that fence. I think he wants to get to that doe, and that doe, she ain't paying any attention to him at all. He's paying attention to her. Where he go now? He's worked his way about down the hill, maybe 25, 30 yards from the corner where he was. Okay. He's in the road bed. There's another logging road that comes from the woods up here to the field. Flat, and lots and lots of deer cross from the woods out into the field across that little logging road there. He's in the logging road, but he's back, I don't know, a few yards away from the fence. Barely see him. There's a nice buck. Standing right there. He's been tearing up a tree. He's looking at a doe out here in the field and tearing up a tree. Come on, buddy, get out there in the field. Oh my, come on. Get out there in that field. Come on. Boy, he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. He's wanting out there in that field. Come on. Come on out there. Come on, boy. Jump that fence and get out there. Oh, my lemon, come on. Come on. Come on. Get out the field. Come on out in the field. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, my words. Oh, my word. Oh, my. What a beautiful buck. Incredibly beautiful buck. He's a beautiful buck. Looking at him through the spot and scope. He wants out there in that field. He's watching that doe, intently watching that doe. He wants out in the field. He's just not sure how to do it, or whether he should do it or not. He's standing right at the edge of the fence. Oh my. Oh my. He's right to the fence. He's trying to figure out how to get through the fence. He's trying to figure out how to get through the fence. I could take a shot at him right there, but it probably hit a twig or a fence. I'm going to take my own advice. Take the first good opportunity that you have. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. When the gun recoiled, I don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a big advocate of not overscoping yourself. Like on this gun right here, that's a 1.5 to 5. Most of the time, most hunters are way overscoped. For most hunting conditions, all hunting conditions concerned, but sitting out here picking off at long range, you can utilize more power. And so when I've got the guns that I have designated as long range guns, I've got 3.5 to 10s on them. Well, this gun is not, even though I've made the longest shot I ever made in my life on a deer with this rifle, 450 yards. It's not what I consider a long range specialist, like one of my 300 Magnums or a 7mm mag, which I've got the bigger scopes on. This is one time that I'd like to have a little more power, because that's a long shot. That's actually a shot that I normally would make with, say if it's Ruger number 1, 7mm mag, not the 30-06, but the deer come out and in the camera, I could see him in the camera. He come up and he stopped right at the fence. Now in the camera and through binoculars, and I could see him, and he's in the clear. He's in that road bed, in that other road bed. So there's not any brush between us. But it's real brushy all around him, behind him. And in that 5-power scope, I could see the deer, but he blends in so much I couldn't see precisely where I was aiming. Whereas if I had a bit more, if I'd had that 10-power, it would have been a little easier to make that shot. When I decided to shoot, to try for him, I'm going to try for a high shoulder shot. I want to drop him right where he stands. So I'm aiming what I hope is a high shoulder shot. But the best I could see through this 5-power scope, and him standing there wide open with all that brush around behind him, and him blending in with it, that might be the only shot he gives me. If he does get through that fence, he might take off after that doe like crazy, like those other bucks was doing today, and I might never get a shot at it. So right, wrong, or indifferent, I decided to take that shot right there. But like I said, the way he blends in, I can't be exactly sure where I'm holding on him. And I don't want to err of being too far forward. That wouldn't be good at all. So I think I was high shoulder, but on the shoulder, but I drifted a little bit back just to make sure. I still think it's high shoulder, but any error, if there's any error, I want it to be toward the rear, back toward his lungs. Back in that, I don't want to miss him completely or just wound him up in front there somewhere. I don't know. I have no idea. When the recoil went off, I don't know what happened. But I know what might know. Let me look in the, let me get the SD card. Let me get the SD card out of that camera that I had on him, see if that shows anything. That's an idea. You look at that SD card. Well, I looked at the SD card several times. Oh my, I don't really like what I saw. I had my fingers crossed that when that gun went off that he's going to drop straight in his tracks. He didn't. He wheeled. And I'm not really sure what happened. I don't know if he's in that road bed, that flat road bed that drops steep off the side. He wheeled at the shot. He wheeled. And I don't know if he wheeled and took a leap or two and fell, or if he went down over the bank. I don't know. I can't tell. I know he did not drop in his tracks, which was the shot that I was wanting him to do. So then you start second guessing yourself, My plan was to drop him in his tracks or hit him a little back toward the lungs. I don't know. I did not drop him in his tracks. But did I hit him back toward the lungs? I don't know. But just in case he's hit and run off, I don't want to press him. I want to give him time. If he needs time to bleed out or something, don't go pressing him. It's hard to do, sit here and just wait, but I'm going to wait a while. Then I'm going to go up and see what I can find. Well, there's actually up there on top of that hill, there's three Three does and a buck, and over here behind me, a young buck, and over here behind me on this hill is another buck. And hopefully, oh my goodness, hopefully I've got a good buck laying on the ground up there. I certainly hope so. I saw nothing. I don't know what happened at the shot. Got no earthly idea. If he went down, if he ran, I don't know. But the other deer there are certainly not paying any attention to him if he's laying over there, but they do that. They do that. Deer I shot last year, does or buck shot last year, they were does. One of them walked over and sort of took a look at him, went on about her business. They walked all around feeding it with him laying there. Maybe that's what these are doing. I'm not going to go off and run them off yet. I'm going to wait. But boy, have I had a wildlife show this morning. I've had a good wildlife show. And hopefully, I've got a good buck laying on the ground up there. I'm going to close up this window. It's cold in here. There's another buck. Holy moly. Oh, well. I'm not going to shoot anymore, so hopefully I got my buck there. You know, the footage on that SD card didn't show him falling, that's for sure. It showed him wheeling, and I don't know what happened. Hopefully he's laying right there. We're going to go find out in a little while. But it did show him plainly. Taking out, I guess you'd say, a little bit of frustration. He's watching that doe. He wanted to get over at that doe, but he was horning on a bush and making a scrape right there. Watching that doe, he was making a scrape and horning the bushes, horning the tree. That's pretty neat. The only bad part about it was that footage, the footage of on that SD card, the camera, the zoom was cranked up to 42 power all the way as far as it would go, and it's digital. It goes up optical to whatever power, I don't remember what, but the last little bit, to get that last power, it goes digital, and it's not crystal clear. So the footage plainly shows him, I think, because even on a little screen, like on a little camera, that little screen, you can see it, but you can tell it's not perfectly clear. But it's pretty neat. I mean, standing there watching, you see him watching that doe and horning the bush and making the ground scrape. I don't know if he's trying to attract her or working out frustrations or what, but I thought that was pretty neat. We'll give it a little while, then we're going to go look and see what we can find up there. There goes another little buck. He's just below where I shot at that other one. We'll see if we can get any reaction out of him if he gets it. That buck's laying there, and the other buck's laying there, maybe he'll know it. If He knows that buck's laying over. That buck is laying over there. He acts like he. Well, no. No, he went right on past it. That's not a good sign. First time I saw that buck, he was standing right here in this old road bed, right on the edge of the fence. Now, down there in the quickly. I was down there. He was up here. And he worked his way down along the edge of the woods here, poking out through the brush to the fence in several places. This is way all the way down this other wood bed that comes out of the woods over here. He had worked his way down to this old road bed. An old road bed right here. That in years past, that had had me a feeder and a trail camera. Here's what's left of the old, this is, you can see how rusted and old the old box is. I hadn't had a trail camera out in years, but I used to have one here. Anyway, for the reason for it, the deer often crossed this fence right here in this flat road bed and come right out into the field right here. But anyway, he was standing right in here. Right there is the little tree that he was horning on. And right there is the ground scrape, tore up ground that he was making. He was standing right here, scraping on that and chewing on this tree, this pine tree, or cedar tree. Now, let me get across the fence here. So here's the little sapling he was standing here working his frustration down on. And the ground that he was tearing up. He was throwing this dirt and leaves everywhere. The doe was standing right out there in the field, about where my four-wheeler is right now. And obviously, he's not laying here like I was hoping he'd be. Definitely not laying here. He was standing right in here, somewhere, right in here. See if I see any indications that, yeah, he was hit. Right there's some hair that was cut off with a bullet. There's some hair, and there is some blood right there. There's blood there. And there's hair back through here. There's hair blown all back through this brush here. Way back through it. So there definitely, it was a pass-through hit wherever it was. The bullet passed through. Right there is where it comes straight down where he was standing. And with blood all over the place, which I heard blood everywhere. Right there. You can see where he obviously took off down this hill. This is a nice steep hill. you can see over where it came down. See him laying right down through there, so. I'm going to have to put the camera up and just going to take both feet and all three hands to hang on to everything, work my way down that hill if he keeps going straight down, which I got a feeling he will. I think he might go straight to the bottom. That's where he looks like he's headed anyway. Let me get on his trail here. Yep, there he is. And he is a good buck. Better than my other one, that's for sure. Thank you, Lord, I was able to find him. It'll have to do, because I've got to get him clean.
It's a beautiful deer, Dennis.
And with Mr. Gary's rifle. Mr. Gary. Good deer. He'll eat good.
Yes, he will.
Some of the best meat on him on that. Give it away. Sort of like laying a fish. You just take the fillet of fish off. The inside tender, the true tenderloins, are inside. And as much as possible, you want to just take your finger and loosen all you can, because the last thing you want to do is hit that darn gut.
Yep.
There ain't much to it, but it's the best part of the deer. It looks like you've left a lot of deer, but you ain't. Good bone. A little old bitty thing. It ain't that much pucker. This makes a decent
roast if you take your time. Cook it long enough.
Yeah.
Stew or something, like I said, if you cook it long enough,
Yeah.
slow enough, you want it to dissolve or cook away all that tin and stuff that's in there. So that's tough. Now, what will surprise you, that did me, these muscles right here, lower leg muscle,
Yeah.
on every deer I've done for years, you throw away. They're just so tough you can't eat them. And I saw a guy on video a few years ago, and he said that was his favorite cut.
Really?
So you're crazy. Put it in a crock pot, cook it down. It looks like 90% tendon. All that tendon disappears.
Ah, yeah.
And you're left with the tenderest, best meat you ever seen.
Ah.
I thought it crazy. I thought I'd try it. So I've thrown away a pile of it that I wish I had back.
Yeah.
Because it's delicious meat. And I do mean delicious.